Welcome to another episode of the Talk About Jesus People's program. Today we're in St. Thomas, the beautiful parish of St. Thomas, for the EJC groundbreaking of their campsite. I'm your host, Rochelle Graham. Joining me is Pastor Eric Nathan, and he is the president of the East Jamaica Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. Give us a brief history of camping in East Jamaica Conference to today.
Well, East Jamaica Conference has always been the camp done St. Mary's site. But as the Jamaica divides into other conferences, the campsite falls out of the realms of East Jamaica Conference. So the campsite is now at Northeast Jamaica Conference. That leaves East Jamaica Conference without a campsite. And about 10 years ago, this land was purchased to prepare as a campsite for East Jamaica Conference. We broke ground in 2005, and we weren't able to carry on the project, but we have decided now to start camping here at Phillips Field.
What energy will you put in to make sure that this campsite is ready for the next camp session?
We are doing everything. If you notice right over there, we're having the engineers begin to look at and survey the land, look at where we need to put what. We're going back to East Jamaica Conference tomorrow to look at putting the application to the different government agencies, NEPA and ODPEM. All of these people will have to pass the project before we can start it. So we're going to start now, and we're hoping that within a couple of months from now, we'll be able to have the okay from the Parish Council, from NEPA, from ODPEM. So as soon as we get the go-ahead, we'll just come back out here with a number of individuals. We're going to be having the foundation dug, and then we are going to have a massive work day where we're going to have all our builders, all our people who can relay blocks, all the people who can mix concrete. We're going to come out here, and we want to do what Maranatha is doing abroad. Have the thing done in the shortest possible time with volunteers.
Pastor Nathan, I heard you speaking about the block drive. Tell us exactly what is that?
We are hoping that we will be able to print books of blocks, the semblance of a concrete block, and we'll be selling each book, all the blocks, and people will be able to buy a block. And we're hoping that with all the churches taking these books and having people purchase these blocks, we want anybody who purchases a block or two, whatever amount of block, your name will be on it, and we will be providing a database at the church and a database at the conference office. So 10 years from now, anybody who asks, what did Brother Forsyth from the Seaforth Church contributed to the startup of the program? We type up Forsyth, and what will happen is that we'll see his name, we'll see the amount of block that he contributed to the project. And so everybody in East Jamaica Conference, every baptized Seventh-day Adventist, we are approximately 70,000 members. And we're hoping all our members will buy into the project. Some people can give a block of buildings, and some people can give a concrete block. From a block to a block of buildings, we will appreciate that, and we will see your campsite off the ground in the shortest possible time.
Standing with me is Pastor Michael Henry, and he is the youth director for the Jamaica Union. Welcome, Pastor Henry.
Thanks, Rochelle. It's nice to be here.
My first question to you, what do you think about the turnout for the youths today?
I'm excited about it. I mean, it's nice to see so many young people out here. And the fact that they're here means that they're owning this project. After all, the youth are the ones who are going to be using it most of all. And so it's nice to see them having an input at the very start of things.
What initiative do you think the youths can take to maintain this campsite?
Wow, that's a lot. First of all, the youth can pray. Usually when we talk about prayer, we look to the adults for that. But I know young people who have strong faith, and everything needs to be done with prayer. Secondly, the youth can help with fundraising, because this is going to take a lot of money. Now you might say young people, many of them don't work. But it's not that. Each person putting a little bit in, as they said in old times, every mickle make a muckle, right? And then if all the youth tell their friends and their friends tell their friends, and auntie in the US and uncle in England and so on, send them a little money, you know, 20 pounds, plenty money in Jamaica, right? And so they can help with the financing as well. But I think one of the best inputs that the youth can give, if they are given a chance, and I think they will, knowing your administration, is that they can share their ideas. All you have out there is ground and trees. There's nothing there yet. If you can put your young creative minds to work, you can come up with a campsite that is unique, like nothing else. And so we need your ideas. Think about it and talk up, you know. So I think those are some of the most valuable things that the youth can do to help at this stage. Of course, you know, we're not leaving out the fact that we need your muscles. Chop some grass, move some bush. Yeah, but it's yours.
Standing with me is Pastor Dane Fletcher, and he is the youth director for the East Jamaica Conference. Welcome, Pastor Fletcher.
Thanks much, it's my pleasure.
What do you think about the turnout here today, especially the youths?
It is encouraging. Youth and adults alike, or older folks alike, have demonstrated ownership of Camp Phillips Field. And with the support that we have today, if this continues with God's help, we will realize Camp Phillips Field in the very near future.
This is VOP, Voice of the People. I'm your host, Tasha.
And I'm Tariq. We are here at the groundbreaking of the EJC campsite.
So let's go and hear the voice of the people.
What is your motive being here at Phillips Field today?
Well, good afternoon. The reason why I'm here this afternoon is because one of the initiatives that has come from the conference, or from the head of the conference, is ownership. And so I want to feel like I'm a part of the Phillips Field project. And so that's the reason why I'm here. Also, to have everybody on board, to feel like we're all one family working for one goal, then that's also an added reason why I'm here. And hopefully by the end of the year, we can have our first camp at Phillips Field.
Well, my main motive for being here today is to, as you can see, to clear the land for the campsite and to get it in a position so it can be up and it in the road, running.
Okay, how do you feel about having your own campsite being up and running?
I'm excited to have it up and running. It should be from some years ago, so hopefully in the early months the campsite will be up. I'm going back to my church to start my black drive. No.
Okay, continue doing your best.
Right, thanks. All right.
My motive for being here today is to really assist cleaning up the campsite so that we can have a good place for camping. And I believe this gesture is really a good one to see folks from Kingston and elsewhere come here to really prepare a place for a campsite. And I think it's a good thing that we're doing here today.
Of course, happy. The first day I hear about it, I say, yes, I want to be a part of it. What's going on, Phillips Field campsite.
I think it's a very wonderful idea to have their own campsite here. One, as you can see, we're in touch with nature. You know, just being on this campsite, I feel closer to God already.
My motive for today is to develop a campsite with all the other members of the East Jamaica Conference so that we can have our own spacious campsite here in East Jamaica Conference.
It's long overdue. I am feeling good It's the best thing that could have happened to us, and I'm sure that it's going to be a fantastic website. I mean, website, did I say? Campsite.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Well, I feel wonderful, you know. Quite a while we have had this land here, and now it's kicking off, and we are grateful and we're glad, and it's a wonderful feeling.
Today is a good day for East Jamaica Conference, and I am delighted to be here. We are all here to prepare a camp for the young people of our church. For the future of the church rests in the hands of the young people. And failing to prepare, we are preparing to fail. So it's indeed a happy privilege for us to be here to take care of this campsite.
Well, I have more than one motive here today. No? I am here to pitch a tent to give shelter to the brethren and to help clear up the campsite here.
Time again. We have come to the end of another Talk About Jesus People's program, but certainly not the end for the campsite here at Phillips Field, as there will be ongoing work to make sure that this campsite is ready. Until next time, I'm your host, Rochelle Graham.
Rochelle is indeed right. Come, join the Jamaica Union on Labor Day, May 24 and 25, as we host a big Labor Day project at the new Camp Phillips Field site. Make it a date. Want to contribute to the Camp Phillips Field project? Visit the East Jamaica Conference website at www.ejcsda.com. That's ejcsda.com. For Seaforth SDA TV, I am Michael Forsyth.